He gon' sell some dope with me. Hey. What's up? What's the word? It's your boy Cody Mack here with another episode of What's the Word. I'm here we in LSD Studios, and I'm here chilling with. I don't think this man need no introduction, especially not for Chicago culture, because we finna get into some stuff. I'm here with the legendary Jim Jones, aka Mr. Capo. You know what I'm saying, aka the Weatherman, aka, you know what I'm saying, just one of my idols that everybody in the hood used to always say that I remind them of. So it's crazy, and I'm sitting here talking to him, you know what I mean? And then on the left of him, we got the pride of the West Side 290 in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the homie Mack 11 in here. So we finna get into a good interview. So fellas, how y'all doing today?
I'm feeling pretty good. Chilling.
Feeling best?
Yeah.
Man, you look a little tired, guy.
Yeah, I went to the gym to work out, then I went to Lyrical Lemonade and ended up playing basketball up there. So, I don't play basketball every day.
You had to bring them old skills out.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was just talking to somebody the other day. They say at a certain age, man, when you start hooping, it ain't the same. Like your body feel weak afterwards.
It's not the fact that your body feel weak. If you start doing something that you don't do every day, of course it's going to take a certain type of toll on you. Like I work out all day. I just finished doing like an hour and a half in the gym. That has no effect on me because that's something I'm used to. But playing basketball is a whole different type of workout that I don't do and I haven't probably done in a year or so. So,
Okay. But you was just talking. I was just watching the interview, and you was just saying that you and Cam 2-on-2 y'all could take anybody. So, like, you need a 6 months to get ready to get warm up to take on everybody.
I'm cool. I need a couple weeks. Cam need a couple weeks. Basketball never leaves you.
Okay. That was just the warm up, getting started for that 2-on-2.
Yeah, that was the warm up. It felt good playing ball. Though I still got a little shot.
Mack, you was hooping too?
No, I was standing on the sideline in case somebody lost. If somebody lost, I was gonna have to get in,
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I know this your man, this is your partner, but everybody in Chicago know the West Side ain't got no hoopers, man.
Oh, shit.
Huh? What?
You in Chicago on the West Side ain't got no hoopers. That's
West
crazy.
Side ain't got no hoopers, man.
No, what it is, we just never make it out. Like we got some hoopers, they just never take it all the way there. Like we got some hoopers though.
Hey, who y'all got? Iman?
Yeah. He just never made it out. You feel me? We got Red, what was his name? Patrick Curry. He just never made it out. It's a lot of them. Like it's a couple of them.
Look, man,
it ain't like the South Side.
Yeah,
though.
we got
D-Rose.
We got D-Rose, man.
Wait, we got Patrick Beverly though.
Hey, I'm gonna keep 100 with you.
You still get a basketball check. No matter how you look at it.
High school basketball, right? Patrick Beverly
was a GOAT.
Yes,
was a GOAT.
I done seen Patrick Beverly give people 40 pieces.
Was a GOAT.
Him and
on the
Sharon
west side of
Collins
Chicago. On the west side of Chicago. And we had Sharon Collins.
Sharon used to get Derrick Rose the business.
On the west side of Chicago.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But y'all know what I'm saying? High school is
we
high
just
school.
never
Derrick
made
Rose
it.
is an MVP. But we're gonna get into the interview. I let you know this.
That's how about Cam in the city. Cam was a hooper like that in high school.
Yeah, I seen the video with the ball head.
He got busy. He used to chip Stephon up all the time. Stephon was super nice though back in high school. They used to go at it all the time. It's a bunch of pros that Cam played against. Sham Guard, that's his personal friend. They grew up in the same.
Sham gang.
So Cam had it like that.
Nah, Cam was definitely one of the nicest niggas that came out of the Harlem period. He used to play Rucker Park at like age 15.
So I guess we're gonna start with basketball, man, because that's where we at with it. Chicago is the mecca of basketball. You know what I'm saying? All the hoopers.
Chicago's the mecca of basketball.
It's the mecca.
I won't know. I can't agree with you. I can't agree with you because I'm from Chicago too, though.
You from the West Side?
I'm from Chicago, but I know what real killers at though.
First of all, Chicago's the mecca of basketball because of Michael Jordan played here.
No, it's the mecca of basketball because we got the best hoopers.
No, that's not.
You heard what Anthony Davis said.
That's not a fact. That's never been a fact. That's never been a fact. That's like never been in the ESPN. Like they never say. They never said that in ESPN. None of them states. But I know New York has always been slated.
You know why? Because New York run media just like y'all run music. Y'all hold that so y'all can control the narrative, man.
I can dig it.
Y'all control the narrative. But that's why you got me. You know what I'm saying? What?
So you talk like you used to get busy.
I did all right, but I come from all under the hoopers, man.
Right.
I come from under all the hoopers. You know what I'm saying? I I was the guy with, you know what I'm saying, going around, you know what I'm saying, watching them. You know what I'm saying? You seen Cornbread Earl and Me?
Cornbread.
He familiar with Cornbread Earl and Me.
That's an old ass movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the little shorty, you know what I'm saying, watching Cornbread and hooping them on. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? All right. But to keep this interview going, I'm gonna definitely need y'all to talk to the mic, man, because my engineer Terry Rosen over here keep giving me signals. All right. So, like we talked about off camera, we talked about how we gonna get into this. You know, me personally, I definitely don't want to make it all about Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure Mack, you know what I'm saying, that's everybody hyped about Jimmy. I ain't gonna say it the wrong way. I love Jimmy. You know what I'm gonna say? I love what he stand for.
Sure.
But I'm a Chicago guy first, so I'm gonna make sure my Chicago brothers get their shine while we get their shine. Well, that's why it's here. But we're gonna start with the fan questions, right? All right, so now Jim. I gotta make sure I say this the right way and make sure I get what I gotta get out this interview, because I'm pretty sure everywhere you go, everybody talk to you about like Dipset and the influence y'all had on the world. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all that time, early 2000s, the run, I think of my high school years. But it's one thing I know for you people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You hear those questions and people telling you that. But bro, I actually lived it. You know what I'm saying? And Mack, you being from Chicago, like during them ages, you remember like how we listened to the music, how we took the handshakes, like how we like that was just a part of the culture.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever expressed that to him when you met him?
You know what? No, I haven't. He probably don't even know how big of a fan I was of him, because I'd have been around him plenty of times and never played my music, never like it's organic with us. So I never had to tell him like how much I looked up to New Yorkers because of Dipset. Feel me? So like Gore-Tex boots and Maurice and all this, like everything. Like
the Maurice,
so
man, the Maurice.
It's crazy.
The no homo, everything.
Like,
but to us,
Chicago's a big Dipset town anyway. Me and Cam was always in Chicago. Chicago was one of the towns that we frequent a lot. You know, a lot of people on the west side, and we know a lot of people on the south side, but you know, a lot of good people on the west side. And Chicago's always been good to us from when we started coming out here in '97, I would say. You know what I mean? So,
what was some of your best memories in the shop?
Some of my best memories in the shop? I don't know. The shop, just the feeling we get when we was out here. Remember we had a house out here like in Wrigley'sville. We had brought a couple cars up here. Me and Cam had a house out here.
So y'all used to just sneak in the shop, huh? Do y'all little thing on the north side?
I mean, I don't know if we were sneaking. I mean, we had like the 750 out here. We had a big Benz out here. We just were staying in the nice parts, but yeah, we definitely navigated Chicago a lot.
Man.
and I think that was the west side of Chicago too.
I mean, look, man, ain't no like if you on the west side, you lost. Ain't nobody gonna really. I'm complaining. I love bring over, man. You know, 294 ain't gonna be at me. Yeah. I still gotta live here.
Nah, it's all love.
Nah, that's real. But now when we start talking about that, like y'all coming in Chicago, I don't think outside of the clothes, the fashion, and the hip hop, you know what I'm saying, Dipset to us was like, you know, was a lifestyle. Like how they say lifestyle brand, Dipset was a lifestyle. Like Dipset even influenced, I don't think y'all know that Dipset influenced the Chicago street culture. I don't really want too much to say gang culture, but it was Dipset that started making people go away from organized, you know what I'm saying, sets and making their own little cliques. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And naming it after like rap, like one of the most popular groups on the south side of Chicago when we was in high school was a group from Kenwood called themselves Dipset.
Right.
They was one of the most popular groups, and they call themselves Dipset. And then that bird with what y'all had going on with Wayne,
But we
both
was
hearing
really
money.
here. Well, I'm trying to say we were really here. Like Cam used to be always out here with my nigga Duke. Shouts to Duke from K-Town. Like Cam used to be in K-Town all the time. Like if he wasn't, he'd be right out here in K-Town. And I don't know if you're familiar with him, with how Cam used to be out here, but I'm in Chicago.
No,
He got
he
all of
ain't.
his records.
Look for what, like, yeah. On
Yeah, I don't
side.
think you
See,
familiar
y'all say-
with
you
that.
see-
He was on the south side.
You talking about
No, you know the South Side
what
Chicago
y'all did
for a real hood.
what we did for y'all, but Chicago's a reflection of a lot of things that we did in our music and things. As you can hear Chicago slang. I'm on the west side of Chicago looking for a bus down. Bust down with Chicago language. We got that from out here. I'm on the west side of Chicago, looking for a bust down. You dig?
So we just got that on camera. That them Harlem boys is influenced by Chicago. So we just got that on camera from Jimmy.
Everywhere you go, you pick up a little
Yeah,
bit of that
influence.
place if that's where you at. Like, it's been plenty of places in this country where I spend a lot of time at, and a lot of the lingo reflects in our music, and that's how your music moves through people and shit like that. Because now you got people from Chicago that can
relate to
something you just said, like, oh, what the fuck you know about a bust down? Or now you got people in St. Louis that can relate with, you know what I mean? Like, when the niggas like over there or two pair and shit like that. Like, it's just it's part of the music. It's our dialect. It's how you mix with the people and people get to understand you more.
No, that's real. I don't think nobody ever said over there up here. I don't think that St. Louis shit ever made up here. But I could definitely say a lot of New York slang and a lot of Atlanta slang came up here.
Yeah.
Like I say, no homo, like the pause, like we say pause to this day. You know what I mean? Jumping fresh, like all that. That's like
the whole fashion.
Like even like when I talk to people sometimes, they be like, yo, are you from New York? Like people all tell me all the time, like, are you from New York? Cause like how I talk is like, yo, it's really Jim Jones, you know what I'm saying? Juelz Santana, like these was my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I listen to Jim Jones every day in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like even the record, one of your favorite records no matter right now is Chasing That Feeling.
Yeah, I fuck with Chasing That Feeling. That's my heart. That's a dear record to me. I've been trying to get the video done, but
Yo, we need that.
my dude Mark Scabilia, he's down in Tennessee. He got some new kids, some newborns, so he don't really want to leave with all the stuff that been going on, pandemic and everything. But now, since everything's opened up, hopefully we can shoot the video.
Okay. Now I wanted to go over. I want to ask you this: What's your top 3 Jimmy albums?
My top 3 Jimmy albums.
You got a lot.
Man, that's like, I would say On My Way to Church, the first one, El Capo, Pray for Rain.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you my 3. Harlem Diary of a Summer. I feel like that's a classic album. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's probably the most complete. I ain't gonna say because all your joints are complete. That's probably the most complete project of mine that out of all like outside of Juelz Santana joint, that's probably my favorite Dipset project.
Yeah, that's one, man.
Like that's you can't skip a record on that. Hustler's Poem.
That's one, man.
Yeah. And I think Wasted Talent was so slept on. That's like one of my favorite joints.
Wasted Talent is actually fire.
Yeah, people slept on that.
Wasted Talent, The Kitchen, and El Capo, I would think as of recent, those are probably the top 3 albums I made in the past 5 years.
How did you feel when you heard Dirt start off his Hellcats track calls with I Remember Claiming Dipset?
That was dope. That was fire. Well, you know, I know Dirk for a long, long time. Even when Chief Keef started going crazy, and Chief Keef always let it be known that Dipset were his favorite group or some of his favorite people that do music and shit like that. You know what I mean? So we always respected the love that Chicago had for us, and to see all the young artists that was still gravitating to us when Chief Keef and them started going crazy out here was dope. You know what I mean? So when Dirk did that, put that in the record, it was definitely fly to him. Put that in the shit because I know for Chicago that meant something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know the whole Chicago like damn. Like we done did New Year's parties out here in Chicago. We done did a lot of shit out here in Chicago. You know what I mean, we had a lot of parties, a lot of good times.
That shit was big for us. 'Cause I feel like once we heard that, when we heard Dirk say that, it took us back like 10 years. Like when we remember everybody wanted to be Dipset and we was doing the handshake and shit. So that shit was hard. Now I'm gonna keep it rolling, Bree, because I see you looking at me. Jim Jones, the executive, right? This ain't your first go around being a label exec. You know what I mean? So what's the difference between Jim Jones, the executive now, and Jim Jones, the executive then?
Age, a little bit older, a little bit smarter. My decisions are more precise. When I was younger, having that much authority and that much power at the same time kind of did a mix. Kind of jaded decisions I should have made for myself and for some artists that were trusting me with their talent and pushing their talent forward. But when you young, getting that much money and got that much power, it kind of jades everything you got going on. And if you don't have nobody, not even saying older, somebody is smart enough to really kind of pull your coattails to let you see what's going on around you and shit like that, then it's kind of defeats the purpose. We all need somebody that we need to be able to talk to help us balance things out. And I didn't have that when I was younger. Maybe I didn't want that. And that's ego and pride, but I learned how to deal with all of that now. So yeah.
Okay. So how did you get into it with Mack?
My man Serge.
What? Guap getter.
Guap, I know Guap for a long time, man. I'm proud of Guap too, man. I seen him transition himself from, if you're from Chicago, people are very familiar who Guap is and shit like that.
Shout out to Guap.
But to see him turn over and turn into an executive inside of this record industry and giving these kids from Chicago a chance at stardom and success is real dope. And Mack was in the first artist he brought. I remember he was talking to me about Cowboy a few years back, and I was still in the midst of me trying to figure out my business and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then he stayed close, and as I started to get my business shit together, he was like, yo, I got some more artists, man. I got this new artist named Mack. He's real dope. I think that you would like him, would be a good addition to what you're doing and shit like that. Shit. And I seen what he did with Cowboy, and I know that he's very influential out here. I'm even just helping me out when I'm out here for the past years and shit like that. So it's dope. It feels dope to be able to do business with him and be able to do business with Mack. And just watching Mack on the gram and see how hard he work and things like that is dope. I think the kid got a lot of characteristics about him and shit like that. His music is the bomb. His new single he got out is fire. The record we did is fire. He got some shit, man, especially for what Chicago do. They gotta respect him. He put his work in. You know what I mean? I keep my ear to the street. He definitely ain't no chump. He get his money. He know how to get to a bag and shit like that. And just seeing people be able to put their talent in front of them and kind of step away from the streets to step into a whole new realm and shit like that is dope. And that's the opportunities I love giving to people like Mack.
That was a smooth ass answer. I fuck with that. Now Mack, like, how
do it feel?
You see what they all with me though, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, but we the Hefes in here in Chicago.
It ain't gonna last. It's a wonderful feeling. It's like, like how we looked up to Michael Jordan and shit. How how we looked, like you said, like how Dirk just said, Dipset. I remember claiming Dipset. Now I can really claim it. Now I can really be like, nigga, I'm next to them people. Like I can really say that shit now. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie. Like when I be getting texts from them and shit, it be still like, damn, like this, it's crazy. You feel me?
Nah, that's real because like my big brother is like one of my mentors. They're like a pops to me, right? And we talk, have frequent conversations. And one of the things he told me, we was talking one day. He was like, "Bro, how hard you growing and how you doing is like one day you gonna be interviewing Jim Jones." He like, "You and Jim Jones, believe it or not, we both cancers." He's like, "That's you." Like he was like, "One day you gonna be doing it. You know that's one of your favorite rappers, Juelz and all of them." And I told him like, "Yo, I got this opportunity with Jim." He like, "Gee, we spoke that shit into existence." He like everybody back in the hood, all the guys, like when they see this shit, when they see the pictures, they gonna be like, "Damn, you
working hard."
Yeah, like this is one of them guys.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Dipset and Killer Season probably fucked up the hood a little bit. Dead in the Wire kind of fucked up the hood a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? But that was an influence on us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely, man. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man.
I want to wrap this up, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot. Shout out to Guap, man. I feel like we go probably rap and try to, you know what I'm saying, do this again and get more in tune because I fuck with you and I fuck what you got going. Mack, I fuck with you. Jimmy, you a hustler, right? You know what I'm saying? It's known you hustler. You out, everything you do makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I get that from you. Like a lot of things you say, everything you do makes sense. The people give you opportunities. It gotta make sense. When it comes to this music game, I've heard people always say that music is not where the money at. Mm. So what are some other ways that you can encourage artists to get money outside of music?
Music is where all the money's at. Don't let nobody fool you. All the money is in the music. Those who can't get the money, they hustle probably ain't right, or they don't probably have the talent or the smarts to get the bag. You dig? Mm-hmm. But I make a bag all the time in this motherfucking business. I just made a bag last night. Like, shit, the money is here. These kids are making millions of dollars off of these streams and the way that the music runs right now. What I can tell you is that the music is always first. And yes, there's other ways to make ancillary money, and usually the music leads you to all type of business that could make you more richer than you would ever just doing music alone. But these things are not going to come to you without the music. Remember that. The music is what makes you cool. That's your superpower. That turns you into a superhero. And in turn, these businesses want to do business with you because they feel that your superheroism is going to make them cool and make them make money on whatever it is that business is. So that's how the game runs. You dig?
Yes, dig. Before I go, I got to get this off, man, because this is like, so we was in the barbershop the other day, and they was like, yo, we was listening to actually Purple Haze. And I'm like, Joe, you can tell me back in like when that out, like just in 08, 07, that Jim Jones would be the most lyrical out of Dipset, the most relevant out of Dipset, and just the biggest artist out of that group. Jim, you come from directing, you come from engineering. Like, when you see that and people tell you that and give you your flowers, how do you feel? And did you see that for yourself back then?
I mean, them type of comments don't really move me too much because we just a band of brothers. The competition between us has always been there. And the fact that Juelz and Cam both don't do music at the capacity I do music right now because they don't have to. And if they wanted to, I think that we'd be in a boxing ring like Apollo Creed and Rocky because they that skilled at doing music. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. But my aspirations and my business models are different than everybody. Cam is a very rich man, no matter how many people look at it, play it, or whatever. He's been a platinum artist since everybody known him, and I don't know if they understand how that works between publishing, money, and all this type of shit. That nigga been filthy, and he's still very well off. So him doing music at the capacity I'm doing music, he don't have to. He could do music when he wants to. You dig? I'm using my music to fuel a lot of my other businesses, and I do know that this world for music is compiled with a lot of young people, and the only way to get these young people attention to get into the other businesses that I'm doing is by me leading the way and still being in this music game and being relevant in this music game and being a relevant piece that these youngsters still believe in and believe in my advice and believe in who I am as an OG to lead them towards the right direction, or at least show them things that I went through that they might not have to go through to get some success.
That's real. I seen that you said, like, when it comes to the gangster stuff, you tired. Like, the street. When it comes to the streets, you tired. Like,
yeah, I did. I mean, shit. I mean, I've been out the streets. I mean, doing music was the reason for me to get out the streets. But when I first did music, I was young and I didn't understand the opportunities I had. So I always had 1 foot in, 1 foot out, per se, and shit like that. And there've been a lot of things that have happened that kind of propelled me to just do straight business. You dig?
Well, brother, man, I can say I want to talk to you for hours. I got a lot of shit that I want to go over with you. But I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying, my other media brothers and sisters out there, I'm going to let them get their shine what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you, man. My Cancerian brother.
Appreciate you, man. Let me get just get some photos and just a drop with both of y'all.
Oh.
He gon' sell some dope with me. Hey. What's up? What's the word?